I called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator, it's because he is. It's because he is. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully.
Is there something going on that we're missing?
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, whose balls is he hiding in his cheeks? That's the first question I want to know. And I don't love the way he says, Pierce.
Yeah.
The moment Tim Walz called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator, it wasn't just political rhetoric anymore. It was a glimpse into how aggressive and unfiltered his posture has become. What was once packaged as calm leadership suddenly felt combative, even desperate. That single line set off a chain reaction, because when someone claims the moral high ground, people start checking the foundation beneath their feet.
Because he is. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully, to watch this bully and to stop it. And when it's a child, you talk to them and you tell them why bullying's wrong. But when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the out of him back. This is a weak, cruel man that takes it.
Tyrus didn't stumble into this confrontation. He saw the moment, read the temperature, and decided it was time. This wasn't emotional venting. It was deliberate. With no hesitation, he turned his focus squarely on Tim Walz, signaling that the carefully protected image was about to be tested in public.
Is deeply part of it. And that's one of the, I think it goes, and you can look at the reasons why we've had this sort of dialectic over the Me Too movement.
How do you fight it?
This
I think I could kick most of their.
What he's mad about is his own fault. He's mad about the image that was portrayed of him as the hunter. And who did that? You did that. We just laughed about it because the one thing you can't do is you can't front. You can't floss. Those are two key words when it comes to man.
For years, Walz has been sold as the wholesome package. The teacher, the coach, the veteran, the friendly neighbor. Minnesota nice, perfectly branded. But Tyrus questioned whether that image was authentic or manufactured. And once that question is asked out loud, the spell starts to break.
Yeah. A teacher snatches the bully's ass up. Yeah. Come sit with me. That's why I know someone's bully. Oh, you can sit with me for a while. And then I would lean on him. I'd bully him back. He's not a teacher. He's not a politician. He's a creepy guy who can't remember his speeches. I don't know what the hell was in the water in that White House, or was everyone on the same bad cocaine? But Kamala can't speak. He can't speak. Biden was so high he couldn't remember anything. Like, this is literally the dumbest administration of all time. Why is he talking?
It really is the ultimate clown show. And I said this in the pod.
What made this moment different was the delivery. Tyrus didn't give Walz space to reframe, soften, or spin. He went straight through the persona and into the record. Once those details were dragged into the light, there was no easy way to tuck them back into a press release.
For Elon. Mm-hmm. I would be furious if I was him. Mm-hmm. If this is who you sent to troll me?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing wrong to get the guy from D Team to come out at Family Theater and call me names?
Yeah.
Like, Tim, I would, if they were like, oh, Tyrus, man, tough news cycle. Tim Walz is talking about you. I'd be like, oh, Timmy, I want to fight him.
Walz framed Trump as a bully and argued that bullies must be confronted aggressively. But Tyrus flipped the logic, saying that when adults use bullying language, it reveals weakness, not strength. In his view, real leadership doesn't shout. It stands firm without theatrics.
Beats my DMs, like just one arm, and I just want to slap the he's so weak. He brings nothing. If you were going to go after someone, man to man, hit him with a fact. Hit him with something real.
Yes.
You don't have anything. And here's the cold part. If Elon called him up and said, hey, Tim, you want a job? He would take it. Because that's what spineless, he would, and when he was questioned, he was like, I was just holding him in account. You know, I respect him, and I'm so happy to be working for X. He is the worst player on their team, and they don't mind sending him out because
They're trying to get him off the table.
Yeah.
They're putting him out early so he can't be a factor.
Tyrus's core attack wasn't personal, it was structural. He argued that Walz's resume sounds inspiring, but the outcomes don't match the branding. Policies promised one thing, results delivered another. That gap between image and reality became the central fault line of the critique.
Yeah, look, he has a sports coat and a zip-up sweater underneath. No man wears that.
I may have done that in the past.
Yes.
I won't now, Tyrus.
No, and one day somebody's going to explain what a corporate income tax is to these people. It's not paid by this. It's not paid by the corporation. It's not like a building that goes, I've got to pay taxes. It's the worker.
According to Tyrus, Walz doesn't lead, he adapts. Positions shift, tones change, and principles bend depending on the pressure. Humor made the point sharper, but the accusation was serious. This wasn't conviction, it was survival politics.
That's a big red flag. Whenever you meet someone and they have to give you their resume, yeah, and then as soon as they talk, you're like, that's why you gave me your resume.
Yeah, because it doesn't speak for itself.
You suck.
Yeah. It's like when people have their PhD on their Twitter handle. It's like, this person's completely bonkers.
And their pronouns.
Yes. Are you mad, though, Tyrus, that, beards have been kind of co-opted by beta males like Tyler?
No, because
Watch what you say.
it's like all. Wait, hold on. Watch what I say. I will f- around, stick my hand up your back, and make you my puppet.
Liquor stores open. Churches closed. Rules that didn't add up. Tyrus pointed to COVID policy as a moment where leadership should have been clearest, and instead looked confused. For many watching, those contradictions never sat right, and this confrontation reopened that memory.
Would have won, Susie would say, I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, feels sorry for him. But
When unrest followed George Floyd's death, the spotlight intensified. Tyrus described a governor who hesitated when clarity was needed. The steady leader persona cracked under pressure, and the response felt reactive instead of decisive.
What do you make? Whoa, you got something there?
Hold on. Before we do this, man, I got to protein up. Hold on.
chug. Oh, he's chugging it.
I need more protein, Guffel. I got my protein pudding, my protein shakes, jerky if you piss me off, but this ain't enough protein for this segment, Greg. I got an old school distillery here.
Military service deserves respect, but Tyrus argued it shouldn't be used as armor. In his view, Walz leaned on past credentials to deflect present-day criticism. Leadership isn't what you were, it's what you do when the stakes are high.
I tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, you see what I did there? I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy, and yet.
By the end, this wasn't just about Tim Walz. Tyrus framed him as a symbol of modern politics, where polish replaces results and authenticity is staged. Once the curtain is pulled back, the performance can't survive. And for viewers, the takeaway was simple. When truth surfaces, there's no undo button.
Nominee Tim Walz, he joined Beto O'Rourke at a Texas town hall last night, and the estrogen levels were enough to give Chuck Norris menstrual cramps. I wonder, is our strength our diversity?
Our strength is our diversity. We've been talking about this for years as a country of immigrants, and we let them define the issue on immigration. We let them define the issue on DEI, and we let them define what woke is. We got ourselves in this mess because we weren't bold enough to stand up and say, "You damn right we're proud of these policies. We're going to put them in, and we're going to execute them."
So, wait, you lost because you weren't woke?
By this point, the damage was already done. Not because of insults or volume, but because the contrast was undeniable. The friendly teacher image, the steady governor branding, the moral authority, none of it lined up with the record being laid out. Tyrus didn't need to convince people. He just let the contradictions sit in plain view. And that's the most dangerous place for a politician to be. Because once voters start noticing the gap between who you say you are and what you've actually delivered, no amount of speeches, smiles, or slogans can close it. The illusion doesn't just crack, it collapses.